How are you guys, and welcome back to another video. We've got another bike on the table ready for dismantle today. We've got a 2006 Triumph Rocket 3. This one has got a few little problems. It presents absolutely beautifully, as you can see, and I'll show you around in a minute. But unfortunately, it does have a bit of an engine noise, which I'm really keen to show you guys. Obviously, we'll be listing this engine for sale, knowing full well that the engine does have a noise, and it will be a project. It does feel, I'll give you a listen obviously in a sec, but it does feel and seem to be a lot of top end, although it does sound a little bit bottom end. So we're going to investigate further once we get this engine out. We already do have a complete black engine in stock, as you can see on our eBay store, but this one will be another one which will be sold, in its current form. This one does have the ram air intakes on the side, as you can see. It does have oil, everything's been checked and made sure that it's all up to scratch. This does have the stain tune pipes on there. We've got twins on this side with the single on this side as well. This thing was an absolute monster to get up on the table, as you can imagine. But that stain tune exhaust is really, really beautiful. Got all the chrome and everything up on this side. This one has had a light drop on the right hand side, enough to break an indicator and the radiator glide, but not enough to touch any of the levers or handlebars or tank or anything like that. There is absolutely no other damage anywhere. No fork damage, no wheel damage, guards, everything, lights, wind deflector. It's literally just the indicator. And this one, which leads me to believe that they may have driven into something just in this localized area, but there is absolutely no other damage anywhere that we've found for this one. So this one, kilometer wise, it's done 86,306 kilometers. I'll just flick that off because the battery is a little bit low at the moment. As I said, front guard, everything looks to be absolutely beautiful on this one. Wheels, tires, got a little bit of tread left on them. Radiator, everything's all good. It's got a cruise control set up on there as well. Frame savers, everything looks to be as normal. No damage to the pegs. All the gears, it does click through all the gears when we have it up, and we can give that a spin and turn it over on the starter. Where are we? Here's the Triumph Rocket 3, 8th, 2006. Rear fender, everything's good. Got a big, fat, chunky wheel on there as well. No damage at all to any of this stuff. All right, what I'm going to do is give this one a very, very quick start. I'm not going to leave it running for very long at all, in the hope that we don't cause any further damage. But it does sound very, very top end. Obviously, we've got the chain tensioner up here, which could be a culprit straight away, but it definitely does sound top end. You can really feel it in the exhaust and the upper head, but you can't feel any vibrations down low, even though it does sound like a bit of a bottom end noise. It definitely feels like it's coming from the top end of the engine. So you have to take my word for it for that one, but I'm going to start it up. It's going to be very loud, and you're going to hear a very, very loud metallic knocking at idle, or a metallic, I guess you'd call it a knock. It's definitely not ideal at all, unfortunately. We do hate when this happens to an engine, because we do prefer to sell engines whole if we can, but under no circumstances would we ever sell an engine we don't have 100% confidence in. So if an engine like this does come along, it will always be sold with the absolute best detail we can, e.g. this video, and a very descriptive little blurb in the item description as well, explaining exactly what we think is wrong with it. Not that we can guarantee that is what is wrong with it, but in our experience, we can tell you what we think could be wrong with it. And then it's up to you, obviously, from there. The other thing we normally do is, if we've got a few, maybe say 3 or 4 of a particular engine like this, we will then have an engine completely disassembled and sold in parts. But this one we are going to keep whole. We're going to flick the cover off once it's all dismantled and have a quick look. See if we can notice maybe a loose chain up in the front, or a stuffed cam chain tensioner, or something like that that's obvious. And then we can have that fixed. But if we can't see anything obvious, then obviously this one will be sold with that noise at a discounted rate. As I said, we do already have a black one of these from a later model, a 2012, I think, from memory, in stock. These engines don't usually sit around for very long. They are quite fast out the door. All right, so we've got a few jumper packs on here because this battery is way too small to start this one. We do have the LED lights on the front as well, if I haven't already shown you that. All right, we're going to give this one a bit of a start and listen to this noise. I'm not going to keep it running for very long. Absolutely horrible to listen to. I hate having bikes like that, unfortunately. It does happen every now and then. It's really sad that that kind of thing does happen. But so, giving you my professional opinion, the noise is definitely coming from the right-hand side. It is definitely localized in the top area of the engine. It really, I can't feel anything at all on the bottom end. And that's not to say that it isn't a bottom end issue. I can't guarantee that, obviously, without getting inside that engine. But it does sound RPM related. It definitely feels like it's localized in the upper part of the engine. So cam chain tensioner obviously is a possibility. Some bad cam or lifter buckets could be another option, but I can't say for sure, and I would never guarantee anything. I can only sell the engine at a discounted rate. As you can see, the rest of the bike is absolutely immaculate. It does look like it has maybe a tune, and it also does have the ram air intakes on the side. Got the back luggage. It does have a seat as well, which we've got off at the moment. But very sad to see. Hate having bikes like that, unfortunately, but it does happen. These things do happen. This one is a few years old, but it does look like it has been looked after very, very well, which is always good to see. It's unfortunate about the engine noise. We will have all the details in the listing for the engine. All these parts will be dismantled in the coming days, as always, and listed on our eBay store. Every part will be thoroughly checked before it is listed. It's cleaned and photographed in great detail, and we usually have as many photos as physically possible on each listing for each part, so you get a really good idea of what you're buying. All right, guys, thank you for watching on this one. If you have any ideas, please feel free to comment below. We're always open to everyone else's experiences with these bikes. Some people live and breathe these things and might have experienced that exact noise before on this particular bike. We've been doing this for 20 years, so we've had a lot of bikes come through. We've had a lot of experience with this sort of thing. Cam chain tensioners, upper shim buckets or hydraulic lifters, anything like that are really, really common. We don't have a whole lot of experience with engines coming in with rod knock or anything like that. So it would be very rare and very bizarre for that to be a thing, but it is definitely possible. As always, comment below, guys. Here to have a chat. Chime in, let me know what you think, if you have any ideas. Other than that, we'll have this engine opened up at the top and just have a quick look before it's listed. Otherwise, it'll be listed as is at a discounted rate, as I said. And yeah, www.bikesparesaustralia.com. Well over 14,000 plus live listings on eBay, one of Australia's biggest motorcycle parts wreckers. If you have any questions, guys, comment below or contact us through eBay, and we're always here to help. Thank you, guys. See you in the next one.